Hello there everyone and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. So, just shortly after episode 43 went live, and I have been looking at your feedback. Some excellent feedback it has been. And so I sat down and among other things, I've installed the new version of Better Than Starting Man. As of now, the fix that he released today was for the science menu. Fix the issue where the science menu shows up blank when you load the game. So thank you, Flowerchild. That was a weird and annoying little bug, and I'm very glad you tracked it down. Now then, Kerbollo 7. I have spent the last about half hour designing, and based off of a lot of feedback and your thoughts and suggestions, and needless to say, it's a monster. It's an absolute monster. I think it's going to work okay. So, among other things, I've redesigned the top here so that it has a direct port connection between the the can and the capsule. We'll test that before we launch and make sure that we can transfer. We should be able to right-click this and transfer crew between these two facilities. I added lights for docking onto the command pod for docking on the dark side of the moon. That should help a little. Lots of batteries, lots of RCS, hopefully enough power on this beast here. I'm actually, I'm a little concerned that that's not quite enough power for that thing. Of course, I don't want to overweigh it, so that's, let's see, I'll throw one more, no, we'll throw a big one on. Let's see, that's 3200 charge, that's 800 charge. 8 times 4 is 3200, so these four are equivalent to one of these. So if I put this on, that's a second one of those. So we'll see. This could be a horrific disaster, in all honesty. So let's see. Solar panels, monopropellant, a little bit in the column, a little extra. Actually, I was thinking about putting the... No, I forgot one last minute adjustment I wanted to make to the design of this thing involved actually doing that, taking that off, putting this back on here, and throwing on the Be Sensible. This is a big mission with a big ship, and we really need the power to do it. We're going to put a full complement of 8 RCS thrusters up here. There's another set of 6 down on there, and another 6 down on the lower stage for the orbital boost. Alright, so that's the changes to that. The staging is still okay. Yeah, it looks like it. The upper stage, the get rid of everything and get ready to land stage. Ladders in place, landing gear is in place. Oh, yes. The struts that will hold this structurally together during the process of flying will go right there. There we go. That'll just help hold everything nice and stable. Okay. It says here in fine print this might fly. Let's see who we got as crew here today. One thing I have discovered is that the thing you set put in first is the thing that gets set as the default chip. So of course the process of getting this thing into orbit properly, or getting this built properly, is a real pain in the butt some days. There's obviously some trick to manipulating these parts so that I can put this on the right way around, but at the end it actually worked out pretty good. So now we'll want this off from, yeah, we'll turn that probe core off to save batteries for the flight. Yeah, and so we're going to send Kamler, Alfred, and Nelkas. Is there any names I like? Anybody who looks more interesting? Seanhat, Barfield, Adwise. Well, let's see. Should definitely send along Danstead. Alfred. No, this looks like a good crew. They'll do. All right, saving the design. Let's go to the launch pad. Yeah, so we're using the suggested 9x9 or 3x3 booster group, and then a 7-engine orbital burn group. And then these guys are going to be the planetary thrust module with lots of battery power on the orbital portion. I actually probably... You know what? We're going to do without the solar panels. I just have a feeling I have more than adequate power for this mission. Yeah, let's take a chance on the ship as designed. Although I'll be fiddling... Yeah, let's save a little mass. Let's do without the solar panels. The solar panels are really for the unmanned missions I'm going to do next, where I attempt to get a ship to an actual other planet. Gods, but they couldn't hurt, could they? Dang it. Just that little extra boost of power might make all the difference in the world. You never know. Heck with it. We're taking the risk on the extra bit of mass. I mean, they only weigh 0.5, and so comparable, they weigh as much as something I use commonly. What do I use commonly? A battery pack. They weigh as much as one of these. Interesting. Okay. All right, we're going to go to the launch pad, and we're going to see what happens. Because, as you have all seen in the past, my flights are often... Well, disastrous would be the polite word for it. Total cock-up. Complete screw-up. So I'm going to mention this in other videos, but I should mention it here. We've got family has come out from Britain to visit this week. I haven't seen them in a few years. So I may be missing, in the near future, there may be a skipped... Right, we might be skipping an update in the near future. I might miss one. Come on. No, it's not there. Let's see. It goes... Transfer. There we are. There it is. So transfer Camler. Hold on. Oh. There we are. Okay, so if I just click on the command pod and we hit transfer Camler. Oh, here we are. All right, click and alt click. Come on. Will you... All right. Click, and this is good I'm testing this now, because... Come on. Almost too much information here, isn't there? Let's see. Less? No, this is going to give me all the information, isn't it? So we're missing... Refuses to transfer to an unspecified location, but... Oh, this is annoying. Okay, come on, command... Oh, here we go. What? You're supposed to be able to get there from here. Come on, I went to a great deal of trouble to design it so that they could connect. Can it not go in through the top? Man, if that's not possible, I'm going to be a little sad. Alright, come on. Come on. There we are. And then we go command pod to the top. Alright. Or is it transfer somewhere a tad more spacious? So that's not it. Come on. Let's see. You know, it's a very detailed system of Oh, did I leave something off? I didn't... Oh. Oh no, radar's just disabled. Of course, I'm going to probably reset this mission because it's... Come on. Come on. How did I get that to the top? There we are. No. There we are. Come on. I mean, I don't need to sound complainy here, but really? Enable crossfeed. Just make sure crossfeed is... Maybe it can't do it while it's... Interesting. There we are. Doesn't think he can get there from here. Well, what was the point of all that work I did reconnecting these two ships together? Seriously? Can they only go in from one side? Okay, guys, I'm going to do some more experimentation off camera, and I will be right back with an answer. Okay, I've discovered something of an answer. It only works through the roof of the two-man lander can. So I have to turn this whole unit over and do a couple of design tweaks. So if you give me a minute, I'll be right back. But there's your answer. It has to be, they cannot get in through the floor. This floor portion of the lander can apparently is impermeable. But just, let's do a quick demo. I actually happen to have... So, transfer Neckler. There he is. He's inside of the can now. See? And yeah, he won't transfer unless I have both selected. It's also going to be a lot easier to transfer these guys when we're actually down to the small portion of the ship. So yeah, there's your answer. Give me a minute to do the redesign and I will be right back. And welcome back. Okay, so I've made the redesign. I've flipped the whole rig over. So this part of the ship is now upside down, right, for this part of the flight. In fact, it should be fine. It could be a little ugly, but it should be fine. But yeah, so this part, this insulated bottom part of the can is non-permeable to transfers, at least as far as I had it designed before. Maybe it's doable, maybe it's not. But I'm not going to fiddle around with it anymore. It's time to try and get this monster into orbit. And that's really my biggest concern right now is I haven't actually, as you saw in my last flight, this thing's heavy. This is a monstrosity. And I may have overdone the power supply. We'll see what happens. But yeah, at least the thing's designed to get up into the sky. So, whoa, that is a floppy monster. Well, let's hope it doesn't go too crazy. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Lock in the SAS and hope for the best. Here we go. Oh, we are tipping. We are tipping badly. Uh-oh, are we going to lose it? I hope not. I'd really rather not lose it. I think we're losing it. Boy, oh boy, is that thing ever... Oh, we might be getting control back. Alright, just keep it on. Ooh, pitching over really badly there. We may need more ailerons, stabilizers, whatever these things are. Winglets. Oh boy. So, yeah. Top heavy. Really, really top heavy. Yeah, we've lost it. Okay, kill the engines. Alright. Decouple. Okay. There we are. Cleared that. That's okay. Kill that. And there we go. Cool and calm under pressure. Don't worry, guys. It's all good. It's all kinds of good. Oh, there's 4 of them on there? I thought there were only 3. Okay. Get these guys back on the ground. Okay, so I'm going to do a little tweaking to the design of that ship, because obviously there's some flaws, and I will be back in a little while. At least the lift looked a little better. See you shortly. And welcome back. Round 2. We'll see if this works any better, or if I'm going to have to try and figure out how to stabilize this mess up top here a bit more. Threw on some more control surfaces and some dragticles down here to see if that might help things out a little. And with that said, here we go. Launching in 3, 2, 1. And liftoff. And let's hope that those control surfaces are enough to keep it a bit more stable this time. Because it is a terrifying monster, this is. Just hold it steady. Hold her steady. That's all I ask. Okay, well, we got lots of power in this lifting section. We just gotta not use any more fuel than necessary in this early part of the flight. Get ourselves out of that lower atmosphere. If this thing can get us to the middle upper atmosphere on just this part of the ship, I'll consider us to be in pretty good shape. We're certainly having better fortune with this lift stage than we did with the last one, so I'll take that as a fairly good win. Okay, we need to do a slight gravity turn. Oh boy, that is scary. Alright, well it's a lot more stable now. The stability has improved significantly over the previous flight. So we'll take it. Okay. Accelerating fast. Alright, 50% of the tank of fuel is gone, and we are almost 50% of the way out of the lower atmosphere. Wow. That is a lot of fuel. And keep ourselves on that prograde marker there as much as we can for the early part of the flight. Looking good. We're 75% of the way out. We're going to drop our fuel usage a bit further still. And a bit further still. Things are coming along. Lock it on the new angle. No, no, no. No, don't tip any more than necessary. Alright, we've hit the middle atmosphere. And we're going to start accelerating quite a bit more now, just due to physics. Come on, keep the nose up. Keep your nose up. It's going to just naturally tipping a bit here. But this is looking good, better. Apoapsis is coming along. We're getting a little bit more altitude here. We're just going to let those engines burn out now, because when we hit that when we exit the atmosphere, control of this thing becomes really hard once without because there's no RCS controls on this section of the ship. But much better. We are coming along very nicely. This is going to be an ugly orbit, I can tell. I'm not going to get this into a pretty orbit with this design. Or at least not with my flying skill. Alright, and here we go. And good, we're accelerating. RCS are on. And yeah, we're still a minute away from the apoapsis, so this needs to burn us up to... Come on. Alright, put that on low-powered RCS for now. We need to push this apoapsis into an orbital elevation. And then get ready to do our orbital burn. Actually, we should be able to full throttle these things now. Looking good. I'm worried that this stage may not have quite the power or fuel needed for the job ahead. Okay, I'm going to push this nose down a little further, because we really need to start bringing that periapsis up a little bit more. Alright, we're almost in orbit. We've almost broken the atmosphere from our apoapsis. Perfect. Alright, we'll kill those engines for a second, and we are going to tip down a bit further, because that's about the lowest orbit we can theoretically achieve. So we want to be right on that point right there, and full throttle to the engines once again. Come on, guys, hold it steady, and hope for the best. This is going to be tight. Okay, that apoapsis keeps going up, and that's okay. If we hit a minute and a half to apoapsis, we need to cut our engines and wait till a more opportune moment for the next push. But that periapsis is coming up beautifully now. Maybe even a minute 15. Yeah, let's give it a... Let's catch up with our... I'm just trying to make this a burn a little bit more efficient, because I don't want to use too much of my transfer stage to do this part of the flight, if I can help it. If this pile of crap gets stuck in orbit, so be it. Here we go in... we'll wait until we're under... We'll go for 50 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Full throttle to the engines once again. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Oh man, so close, so close. Alright, get rid of that stage. Throttle up the engines. We'll need to use all of these for this, and we'll kill it as soon as we're in an orbital... Oh, okay, or we could just... Alright, let's disable the... We're going to use the little engines for our... We'll use the poodle to get us there. And we'll look into using the... No, we're going to use the little engines to get us there. And the poodle to get us back. Because that'll give us a bit of battery charging on the return trip. Alright, we're really just waiting until we get to a more opportune moment for our final burn. Because, yeah, we're coming around. Okay, we also need to start planning. Actually, we should just start planning our maneuver here. Because, actually, we need to do that soonish, don't we? Oh, no, never mind. No, we'll be well down in the atmosphere before it's time to make that burn. But that's where we're going to need to make our burn, approximately. We just got to get ourselves into a slightly more functional orbit before we actually do the final design of that burn, but so far so good. Our apoapsis is currently located in the dark side of the planet, so that's okay. We'll just push ourselves a little closer to that and do our next sort of push to the orbit, because I don't want to waste any more fuel than absolutely necessary for this part of the flight. Here we go. Yeah, because we can get a more efficient burn The closer we are to our apoapsis, the more efficiently we can raise our periapsis. That's rocket science 101. And there we go, bringing it up, 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 and also pushing our apoapsis away. There we are, we're safely in orbit, and that's the important thing right now. Alright, let's redesign this burn right here. There is our burn. That's a pretty decent... Let's see, can we do any better? That's getting us closer. Closer? Yeah, it's still getting closer. Good stuff. Nope, that's getting further away now. That's 100. That's going to put us within 100,000. Now, how are we doing for the plane? We're right on the plane. Good stuff. Can we get it closer by leaving a little earlier? Yes, we can. A little closer. Let's see if we do that and just drop our fuel usage just a little. 30 kilometer, 4 hours and 50 minutes to get into a 30 kilometer orbit around them, a 30 kilometer periapsis. That is what we needed, right there. That is our burn. So RCS, we'll just do a quick punch to get us around. And then what we'll do is we'll reorient the ship for orbit to... Yeah, that's a very limited quantity of life support on this thing. We might have to do a transfer. In fact, we probably should. Transfer life support into that thing. Good stuff. And then we want to disable life support on that thing until we are 8 minutes till burn. Okay, guys. I really hope... Okay, I'm pretty sure this still counts as the front of the ship, so that's an important note. Just got to remember to turn on the life support before we transfer any of these poor bastards in there. But we got to save all of that life support for our actual arrival at the moon, because it's going to be a time-sensitive mission for sure. Time-sensitive in every statement of the word. Okay, so locking on for our burn. This seems like an excellent spot for a quick save. And here we go. Let's just take ourselves around the planet a little. 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Oh, right. A 1 minute 40-second burn. A 2 minute 40-second burn, 1 minute and 20 seconds that we actually need to start. So let's get ourselves back on that mark right there. Guys, here we go. Kerbollo 7 is going to the moon.